My name is Yuji Sakura. I'm currently 31 years old and work at the MoniRobo hospital. I live with my sister Yukiji. We both have a secret we can't tell anyone. I'll tell you about the secret later. My sister was born blind, but she can handle her everyday life fine and is even a talented musician. She's a blind pianist, but she doesn't like to stand out, and so she works as a tutor for younger kids. Someday, I want to tell the world how talented she is. Although I said she could handle her daily, some challenges are unique. That's why I can't leave my sister alone. I work part-time at the hospital because I can be flexible with my time. I usually listen to my sister's piano and relax on my days off. I don't usually go on the internet, but the notification went crazy that day. It was my friend, Kojiro, who used to be in the same music club back in college. You might think it's weird to join a club in college, but we didn't really have time to form a circle ourselves. We only met it once in a while due to the workload in class, but we still had a blast playing music together. We still keep in touch even after graduating, which is why the phone rang so loud. We occasionally go drink out together. Yuji! You finally answered! Well, you sent me 50 emojis, so I had no choice. You usually just ignore me, but not this time. Our next party is going to include the one and only Maine. Well, really? That's right. Whenever she comes, the guys always come too. You're coming too, right? I'll think about it. That's the spirit. I'll send you the deets later. I said I'll think about it. But I was still happy to know Maine was coming too. Maine was one of our club members back in college. She was a celebrity around the club due to her looks. Not only that, she was nice to everyone and would usually talk to loners like me. Needless to say, I liked her. Not only for her good looks, but her personality too. This was gonna be the first time we'd met since I graduated.
Hey, Yuji. Good morning. Let's do our best.
Hey, Azumi. You too. By the way, would you do me a favor?
What is it? You don't usually ask for favors.
Please help me pick some clothes. I don't usually go out, so…
Oh yeah, you always wore the same t-shirt back in college too.
You're coming to the party too, right? I was invited too, so…
Oh really? You usually don't come to these parties.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that look. It's about Maine, right?
What do you mean?
I was actually in the same class as her. She asked me if I was going too.
Oh no. If Asami found out I was going to the party for Maine, she's gonna tease me. I can't let her know. No! My sister told me I should leave the house once in a while.
Your sister?
Yeah, she keeps bugging me to get a girlfriend and whatnot. This wasn't really a lie. My sister thinks the only reason why I'm not socially active is because of her. That can't be farther from the truth. I'm not good looking, and even though I'm a doctor, I work here part-time. I don't blame others for not wanting to date someone like me. My sister is blind, so she can't see how pathetic I am.
Your sister wants what's best for you. You're her only family member, after all.
Well, I guess. Although I didn't tell Atabi about the secrets, I am pretty close with her. Asabi is a lovely and straightforward lady, so my sister is quite fond of her.
Okay, let's pick your clothes and we can go to the party together.
Really? Thank you. I owe you one.
Yay, then let's go eat after the party.
Sure thing. I'll look for a good place. On the day of the party, we met at 11 to look for clothes.
Hey, Yuji.
Hey, thanks for coming. It has been a while since I met with Asami other than work, so she looked extra cute today. How do I look?
That's a big no. We're not going to a fancy party. You gotta look more casual.
She wasn't wrong. The only party I've been to are formal ones, so… I'm just glad I asked Asami to help me.
You look great.
Really? Thanks. Let me buy you lunch too. I know a place that sells amazing desserts.
Yay!
Honestly, this time I spent with Asami was enjoyable. And this was the first time since I've hanged out with a lady. Well, I didn't think I'd have this much fun with my coworker on a Saturday, No, I'm still going after Maid.
Hughie, let's go.
Okay. Time flew by fast, and it was almost time to go to the party.
Let's take turns going to the party. We don't want people to think we're dating.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Let's meet up later in private. Just send me the restaurant's location. I'll meet you there after the party.
I knew Asami was a good person, but I didn't think she would go to this extent to support me. I bet some people will go after her at the party. Huh? Why did I even think that? Why am I thinking about Asami when I'm about to meet Maid? I decided to head over to the party after I waited 30 minutes. Everyone was already there, including Asami and Maid. Maid still looks good after all these years. Then Asami called me over.
Yuji, here!
Oh, hey!
Do you remember him? Of course I do. Hey, Yuji.
Hey, nice to meet you too. She still remembers me? I was too nervous to start the conversation, so she asked me.
I heard you work at the hospital with Asami.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And don't you work at the MoniRobo facility? I heard it's a big hospital.
Oh, I still need to do better, but I'm working towards it. It's a lot of responsibility, but I still love helping others.
You're so cool. What division do you work in?
Oh, I work in pediatrics.
Oh, weren't you studying to be a surgeon?
Yeah, but a lot of stuff happened, so the only open position was a part-time pediatrician.
What? You work part-time?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Suddenly, May became an entirely different person.
Ugh, what a waste of time.
What's going on?
I came here just because I thought you worked as a surgeon in a big hospital. But you're just a part-time pediatrician?
She started to lose herself.
Why the hell are you even working part-time? Aren't you like 30 or something? I can't believe you're okay with that. Are you living with your parents or something?
Oh, I live with my sister.
That's even worse. How pathetic. I'm glad I found this out beforehand.
I was at a loss for words. I only work part-time due to my wishes and take my job seriously. But she made fun of all that. I was about to cry when suddenly...
How dare you? You called a part-time pediatrician a part-time job? He's so much more than that.
Asami?
How is that any different? The title doesn't matter when he's saving other people's lives.
She then took my hand.
I really admire you, Yuji. You always take your time to explain things so people understand and make sure they're okay. Even the hospital wants you to work full-time.
They did ask me a couple of times, but...
I know you're doing this for your sister. That makes you more admirable.
I was saved by Asami's words. I was happy to know someone was looking out for me.
As for you, Maine, you only cared about how others looked. How dare you? I know you only came to the party because you felt cornered about your age. That's why you only came here to sell yourself to a doctor for his money. That's not true. Your facade doesn't work against me. Every time you ask about my coworkers, you first ask how much they earn. Do you know how horrible that is?
Maid felt cornered here because she immediately left the party without saying a single word.
Let's go too. I don't want to stay here anymore.
Okay. After the incident, I became closer to Asami. Talking to her made me feel special, and I began developing feelings for her. Maybe that was how I felt in the first place. The only reason I didn't want others talking to Asami was that I was jealous. I guess I'm a terrible judge of character going after Maine like that. We would constantly make plans for our next dinner, and even started going out on dates together. And after 3 months, I decided to ask her to be my girlfriend. Asami, I really like you. I want you to be my girlfriend and get married.
Yuji! Of course! I've always loved you. Thanks for picking me.
This marked the day we officially became together. That day I called my sister and decided to tell her our secret. But that didn't faze Asami and said,
That sounds like a hassle. Oh wait, I guess this involves me too.
That incident made my sister more trusting towards Asami, and a year later, I was able to marry her. Asami was okay with my sister living with us. The apartment was too small for us, so we decided to buy a house together. We even had a garden where my sister could play the piano. Asami even became a fan after listening to my sister's music.
Why don't we post your sister's music on YouTube?
That's a great idea. What do you think, sis?
I'll think about it. I'm just a little shy, you know?
That was when someone knocked on the door. Maid? Kojiro? What's up?
Why the hell are you living in this place?
My boss told me we had a new neighbor, and when I saw the name, I saw it was yours. That's right, I got married to Asami. We needed a bigger place to live, so we decided to move.
Where do you even have the money to do that? You know this neighborhood is costly, right?
That was when my lawyer came up to talk to them.
What's wrong, Mr. Yuji?
Mr. Tadakoro? Oh, these are my college friends. Hey, do you know how he was able to afford this place? Did he win a lottery or something?
Mr. Yuji, I guess you didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, well, I don't really like to tell people about this, so...
I see. Should I explain it to them? They'll probably leave you alone after that.
Well, I thought about it for a second and gave him the go-ahead. Okay.
What's going on?
Well, Yuji's father owns most of the land around here, but after his untimely death, Yuji and Yukiji inherited it all.
Oh, what?
That's right. That was our secret. Our father was a very wealthy man and even gave all the rights to his land and buildings to us. So every month, we earn about 10 million yen from renting the building to others. My mom already went to heaven when I was 10 years old, so I also had the insurance money from that. My father never remarried, which is why he gave all his inheritance to us. We decided on the day of his funeral.
Yuji, you can never tell anyone about this. There are only a few people that have this kind of money. And this sort of money could corrupt even good people. I know this from hearing stories from Dad. That's why you can only tell this to people you trust.
Okay, I'll promise. Mr. Tadakoro handles all our money as a lawyer and accountant. That's why we were able to build this house for us. He actually came by today to talk about how to handle the situation with Asami. This house was the first time we used our inheritance money. We only did this after we all agreed as a family. That was when Maine lost it.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner? If you would have told me, I would have... Would have what? Acted more friendly? You never changed, huh? You always sold yourself to whoever had the most money. And from the looks of it, you didn't find any wealthy doctor you can leech off of. Am I right? I can't believe you're acting like this just because you landed a rich husband.
Asami never changed, even after I told her about my money situation. She never asked for anything.
Yuji, you loved me, right? Why don't we start over again?
Shut it! I never want to see your face again! And you, Kojiro, if you're gonna hang out with Maid, I don't want to see you too! But wait! Now get out of my house! From that incident, I decided to install more security around the house. I decided to use my inheritance just one more time to protect my family. Maine became a stalker afterward, but every time she tried to enter the home, security would go off and she would be arrested. Other people heard the news about her and stopped hanging out with her. Kojiro and Maine would send me messages asking for money, so I decided to block them. I was finally able to become free.
I can't believe Maine would do such a thing. I guess money does make people crazy.
Let's try to maintain our current life.
Yeah, we must pass this message to the baby that's coming soon.
I'm gonna be a father soon. I'm still a part-time pediatrician, but this will help me build my family. I would like to keep this happiness forever.
Yay! I made it! Moni will be the greatest app ever made. I'll make a fortune if everything goes well.
What does it do, Doctor?
Look at this, Lukey!
R. What does it mean?
It stands for retaliation. It's an app for people who often look up and tweet about negative things on the internet. The app collects data and automatically installs itself on those people's phones or tablets. It's a super money app.
So you're saying it's an app that targets those in distress?
That's right.
What happens once it's installed?
First, when you open the app, it's going to say, please write down your story of misfortune. Then all you have to do is to describe how bad off you are.
But if people just write down their stories, how's that gonna help people, Doctor?
That's a good point, Lukey. You're right. That's not what the app is all about. Did you see the other line under the Write Your Misfortune section?
What? We'll turn your misfortune into happiness?
I'm sure you're curious to see what happens next.
Yes, but how? How do you give a happy ending to a bad story?
This is where it gets interesting.
Yoo-hoo, Doctor!
Miss Miu, thank you for coming, Miu.
I've heard you finished the app.
Yes, I need to ask you a certain favor.
A certain favor?
There are many people in this world suffering from misfortune, and it's not always their fault. So with this app, we can track the situations of those in misery. And Miu, you're going to retaliate against the cause of their misery. When the user's level of misery goes down, the app will erase itself.
Can you really make that happen?
It's not a question of if I can or not. I've already made it happen, right, Miu?
Exactly! I can gain more work experience thanks to this app. And you can also get valuable data, so it's a win-win.
Oh, looks like the app got its first user.
I can't wait to meet the first user.
What? What is this? I don't remember installing this app. Let's see. Write your story of misfortune. Will turn your misfortune into happiness. This is stupid. Looks like some bad prank or scam. Well, I have nothing to lose, so I might as well just write something. My name is Kay, pseudonym. After graduating high school, I moved to Tokyo from the countryside to become a singer-songwriter. When I was doing a street performance with a guitar, a talent scout noticed me. So I was signed to Lucy Productions, a major entertainment company. From then on, I continued to do live streaming and live performances. Then I got an offer from a TV drama to make their theme song. I became famous in no time, and my popularity skyrocketed. It's all thanks to A, pseudonym, the talent agent who scouted me. A used to be a model before she became an agent, so she's made many connections in the entertainment industry since she was young. The talents she scouted and managed had all become famous. I didn't know that at first. I just kept writing songs without thinking too much about anything else. When I began to gain some attention, I started to want A's recognition more. I had no friends when I first came to Tokyo. No one would stop me when I performed on the streets, so I was frustrated and heartbroken. But A stayed. She listened to all my songs and gave me a 10,000 yen tip. She said,
You are a diamond in the rough. I'll make you a star one day.
And she firmly shook my hand. She's the one who gave me the opportunity to be on a bigger stage. I must make good songs and have a big break. It was such a pure attention at first.
Kirin, after recording at BB's studio today, we're going to the art building for an interview. After that, we'll go back to the office for a meeting about your next music video.
Got it! I'm looking forward to working with you all day.
You're such a hard worker. No matter how busy you are, you never whine.
Of course! I want to become more popular.
You're popular enough. What do you want to be when you become more popular?
Oh, I want to get someone's recognition. I owe that person a lot. So I think the best repayment is to become a great singer.
I see. Your dream will come true for sure.
Thank you very much. I felt even more empowered after hearing A's encouragement. I have to quickly become someone who can freely express my gratitude without worrying about being laughed at. Later, I received a message from A.
Thanks for your hard work, Kirin.
Thank you for your hard work too, Miss A. Is everything okay? It's still early for the meeting, isn't it?
Well, the director had other meetings to attend to and couldn't make it to the meeting. Since you have time now, why don't we have a quick meeting?
Really? Are you sure? You must be busy too.
We can discuss what kind of music video to make first, so our next meeting with the director will go more smoothly.
Okay, sure. Do we meet at the office?
No, I'll send you the address. You can take a cab there.
Okay, I'll see you later. The address that Miss A sent me was a famous upscale residential area. I wonder where we're going to have our meeting. I quickly got in a cab and went there. The address was on the first floor of a high-rise. I immediately felt out of place. Did Miss A send me the wrong address?
Hello?
Hey, I came to the address you sent me, but it's a high-rise residential building. I wonder if I came to the right place.
Oh, you're here. Press 4107 on the intercom and come in after the gate opens. Then take the elevator in the back and press 41st floor, and then ring the doorbell on unit 4107.
Okay, I understand. I pressed the intercom and went in. To my surprise, A opened the door in a bathrobe. What?
Don't be so loud. Come in.
Okay, but what's happening?
Oh, you're not very perceptive, are you? This is my home.
You're home?
That's right. You've become a pop star. You can't have meetings in a cafe anymore.
Then we can have the meetings in the office.
Oh, are you not happy to come to my home?
No, it's not that. To be honest, I was very happy. I knew I had feelings for A. But she's 14 years older than me. I thought there was no way she would be interested in me. I went inside her home. I was so shy that I couldn't even look at her. Do you think you could change it into something else? To be honest, I'm not sure where to look.
I'm glad to hear you say that. That means I'm not too old.
Of course not! You're beautiful and kind, and I've always adored you.
Hey, Kieran, was it me you wanted to get recognition from? If you want my recognition, you'll have to do more than singing.
What?
You're going to satisfy me sexually too, right?
After that, A led me to her bedroom. One thing led to another. As expected, she's very experienced. It was probably the happiest time of my life. I was so happy that I thought it'd be okay if my life ended the next day. But there was one problem. I'm so happy, A. But doesn't the company have a strict rule about dating?
Well, it'll be fine if we keep this secret between us. Can you do it?
Yes, of course! So A and I started dating secretly. For the next few months, we talked through emails instead of text messages. I was afraid of leaking screenshots of our text conversations, so I used my work email. Our emails were also written in a discreet way. A celebrity's text conversation was leaked recently, and it became a trendy topic. A made sure that didn't happen to me.
Please prepare for a meeting on XX day at the previously mentioned address. Thanks.
Got it. Thanks for the reminder. Hey, what are you smiling at? No, it's nothing. A and I had a lot of fun. We couldn't go on dates, so we would always have dinner and watch movies at home instead. And I spent the night there. A was my first girlfriend, and I really hope she would be my last.
Are you writing new songs?
Yes, please look forward to the final product. I was writing a love song for A. I couldn't wait for the day I could present it to her. However, A's attitude toward me slowly changed.
Hey, Kieran, you're just in time. Let me introduce you to our new idol group members. Come in, Natsuki.
I'm Natsuki. Nice to meet you. Huh? Kidding? Hey, it's you, Natsuki! You made your idol debut?
Do you know each other?
Yes, Gideon was my senior in high school. He was a great help to me. Gideon is also the reason I chose this agency. Thanks, I'm so glad to hear that. I look forward to working with you. Natsuki was no doubt the best looking guy in our high school, so it wasn't that surprising to see him debut as an idol.
I'll be managing En's group from now on. You'll have a new agent soon, Kirin.
What? Are you serious?
Don't worry, Kirin. You're a full-fledged singer-songwriter now. You should be a role model for your junior.
After that, Miss A stopped working as my agent. She also stopped replying to my email invitations. I tried sending her messages asking for work advice, but she never replied. Did I do something wrong? I spent every day waiting and wondering. One day, I got a message from Miss A.
Kirin, I'm sorry. I didn't get back to you.
No, I'm sure you were busy. I'm glad you messaged me.
Let's have dinner together. I made a reservation at 7 p.m. at Moni Bar.
But can we meet in public?
Don't worry, I booked a private room.
It's been a while since I saw Miss A, so I was super excited. When I was on my way to the bar, I received a message from Miss A. I'll be about 10 minutes late. You can go into the private room first. I went into the private room as Miss A told me and found a woman I had never met before. Oh, you're...
I've been waiting for you, Kirin.
Wait a second. Who are you?
Is this supposed to be your game today? Sure, I'll play along.
The woman suddenly took off her clothes and came close to me. Stop! Somebody help! Please!
Are you sure you want to scream? You'll be at a disadvantage if you call for help right now.
Why are you doing this?
You'll find out later. I think this should be enough. I'll leave now. Bye.
The woman left right after she hugged me. I waited for A bit longer, but she never showed up. The next day, I was woken by a barrage of notifications. Hello? Kay! What the hell have you done? I'm sorry, but what are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me! Our office received a bunch of pictures of you hugging a girl this morning! What? She's a minor, too! What were you doing with her in a private room in a bar? What the hell happened? Oh no! It's a misunderstanding, President! Enough! There'll be a special report in a week's time. Our contract will end before that happens. And of course, you'll have to pay penalties for breach of contract and compensate that girl. I'm so disappointed in you. I immediately told him that I'd been set up. And I knew Miss A was behind it. But my boss refused to listen to me no matter what. I canceled all my activities and suspended the release of my new song. All my current songs also stopped selling. Miss A, why? What did I ever do to you to deserve this? I tried to contact Miss A multiple times, but she never replied. Finally, one day, she texted me.
Kirin, what a shame. I had such high hopes for you.
I know you set me up! Why did you do this to me?
Natsuki's a much better lover than you.
What?
You lost. He's going to start releasing songs soon. You two will be very similar in style. I'm just trying to get rid of competition for him.
You think you can get away with that? You framed me! It's a crime!
But you don't have the money or the power to fight against a big company. People with no power disappear in the entertainment business. Goodbye.
Since then, I haven't been able to reach A on the phone. The reports of me drinking with minors soon made the news. I was labeled as a lousy singer-songwriter who betrayed his fans. I was hung out to dry from the entertainment world before I had my big break. The penalties and compensation drained my savings. Having lost everything, I couldn't even go back to my hometown. So I moved to a faraway island where few people knew my name. Even now, I can still find articles about me on the internet. I wanted to die quietly like this. But I must take revenge. I had to live on even after I hit rock bottom.
This is probably the so-called dark side of the entertainment industry. A singer who was recently hung out to dry with a name starts with K. It's probably Kaoru Minato, I think. He was kicked out of his company for messing around with a minor. So, let the retaliation begin. Hi, my name is Miyu. I made an appointment for an interview today.
Yes, the agent will be with you in a moment. Nice to meet you, Miss Miyu. I'm Fumi Ayakawa, the agent of Shiny.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking a time out of your busy schedule today. Mr. Natsuki Saijo, as a popular member of Shiny, you'll be making your solo debut next month. Could you share some information about your upcoming solo career today?
Yes, of course.
Wow, you look more handsome in real life.
Thank you very much. You're making me shy.
You know, you seem to have an aura similar to another singer. Oh yes, Kaoru Minato! Ayakawa and Natsuki both scrunch up their faces after hearing what I said. En is said to be in the same company as Kaoru, and he's a celebrity who has suddenly gained a lot of exposure lately. It didn't take much digging to find that it was Natsuki Saijo. Natsuki Saijo announced his solo debut around the same time as Kaoru's downfall. A photo book of him is also set to be released. Shiny as a group didn't sell that well. Natsuki seemed to be the only one who was getting the extra exposure.
That person is no longer a member of our company, Miyu. Please watch what you say.
I'm very sorry. So, the song Last Love is released as your solo debut song. Do you think using the word last in a title of a debut song is quite a bold move? Or does it have any special meaning?
Yes, I wanted to surprise my fans. That's why I used last in the title. The meaning of last is that all the fans are my last love.
And today, you're going to show us a little bit of the chorus.
Yes, I'll start now.
Natsuki then began to play the song. When he finished, I gave him huge applause. You are my first and last lover. It's so beautiful. Please drink up every last drop of my love. All the fans will fall in love with you immediately.
Thank you.
By the way, this is the first song you wrote, right? Was it difficult?
No, it came naturally when I thought of all my fans.
Amazing! You're unstoppable as an artist. Thank you very much for your time today. After finishing the interview, I quickly went to a particular bar. It was a hostess club. Excuse me, I'd like to ask for Yuko.
Of course. One moment, please.
Nice to meet you. I'm Yuko. Hi, I'm sorry. It must be weird that a girl asked for you, right? Not at all. I'm glad you asked for me. It's like talking to a friend. I totally don't see you doing that. Attacking Kaoru and getting compensation from him, I mean. You look so neat and polite.
What?
You might want to keep your voice low. Nothing you say can help you run away from this. I bribed the bar staff. He told me the person who made the reservation was called Ayakayama, and she sounded like a mature woman over the phone, but the person who arrived at the bar was young and had a high-pitched voice.
So, it's common for people to sound different over the phone.
I've read all the articles about Kaoru and examined all the leaked photos. All the other photos were close-ups of Kaoru's face. But the only picture of you and him was taken at a bar. Isn't that strange? I thought there would be more photos of you and him together. But the rest of the photos were all Kaoru's sleeping face. He was the only one sleeping on the bed in those photos, which means the person who took the photos didn't want to show her face. And yet, the photo in the bar clearly showed both of your faces. I found that very strange. Yuko remained silent. I had no choice but to play my trump card. Ayagawa promised to take over your father's debt, so you helped her frame Kaoru. Is that what happened?
How did you?
The performance of one of the subsidiary companies of Lucy Productions had been declining for some time, but it suddenly picked up after the Kaoru scandal. The president of the company has 2 daughters, One works as an office worker at Lucy Productions and the other works as a hostess club. Both of them look young for their age. I figured if one of them wore a school uniform, people would mistake her for a minor. To be honest, I was only 70% sure, but now I know I'm right.
Please, don't tell anyone about this! My father's company will go out of business!
Excuse me? You can't ruin someone's life and expect to get away with it! I threatened Yuko with a loud voice. So I got the record of the correspondence between her and Ayakawa. All that's left is wait for those two to make a mistake.
What are you doing?
Shh. According to my investigation, they had been meeting at home secretly around this time of day. It was not easy following Ayagawa.
What's with that reporter Miyu today? She was extremely rude.
Calm down. I'm impressed that you didn't say anything wrong.
Obviously, I sold out my school senior so I could be successful.
That's right.
Anyways, is this last song really gonna sell? I don't think it'll sell at all.
Kaoru has good taste in music. I stole this song from him. I rearranged it a little, but it's perfect for a solo debut.
Okay, if you say so, Miss Ayakawa.
Oh? What do you call me when it's just the two of us?
Sorry, Fumi.
Yuck. They're so gross.
What the hell was that?
I got everything I needed earlier than I thought. Don't worry. I'm not gonna drink and run. I'll pay the bill.
What's in it for you?
Saving those in distress. It'll be my accomplishment. If you have any trouble, you can find me at the House of All Trades.
This is bad! Miss Ayagawa!
What's wrong?
The message is between you and Natsuki! And what happened to Kaoru is all exposed on YouTube!
What did you just say?
Ayakawa must be pale now and running around trying to stop the spreading of the videos, but it was too late. The wildfire has become too big to contain. I made a video listing what had happened in chronological order. I posted nearly 30 videos in a day so that they would continue to be uploaded even if they were erased. The videos spread so fast that the phone lines and emails of Lucy Productions blew up. What Fumi Ayakawa and Natsuki Saijo did aside, the company's insincerity and refusal to protect its talents angered the public. So the company suffered serious damage. Oh, right, I should write more on the app. Kaoru lives on a remote island and possibly doesn't have much access to entertainment gossip.
Oh, it's that app again. What is this URL?
I sent Kaoru the link to a news website that has the whole story. I added the word Finn to the app.
Wow. I can't believe it really gave my misery a happy ending. Is this a dream?
Since then, Lucy Productions has lost a lot of talent in business. The company will probably go bankrupt soon. On the other hand, Last Love, which was plagiarized, people started to leave comments like, "Sorry, Kaoru, and I want to hear your song again." A huge movement for Kaoru's return took place on the internet. The TV stations also found that Kaoru was living on a remote island, so they went to the island to interview him. Kaoru was reluctant to answer their question. He said, "I'm already retired." The reporter showed him the social media pages to persuade him to return. In the end, Kaoru sang Last Love to the camera with tears streaming down his face. Everyone thought he would definitely resume his career, but Kaoru said,
This island accepted me when I was at my worst, so I have no intention of leaving here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do now, but I hope to write songs again when I get better.
A few months later, Kaoru started his own YouTube channel and uploaded his original songs. His popularity is soaring. Retaliation complete.
My name is Ataru Yamamoto. I'm 33 years old. I'm the CEO of a tech company based in Tokyo. I inherited the position from my father, who owned the company before he retired. And just like any successful businessman, I have a beautiful girlfriend. Her name is Erica. But she's a bit of a gold digger, and I've been having a hard time figuring out what to do with her. For example, when we went to go out shopping the other day?
Hey, Ataru, look! This new line of bags from Gucci is so cute.
Yeah, you're right. You'll look good with one.
Right? Can you get one for me?
Oh, again? I just bought you a wallet from Chanel a couple of weeks ago.
But these are limited edition. If I don't buy one now, I might never be able to get one.
But have you seen the price tag? It costs $2,000.
You know, no one likes a petty man. You're a CEO, aren't you? You can afford this easily.
That's not the problem. We need to start thinking about our future and start saving up.
Save up? You're a goddamn CEO. You're practically drowning in money. Stop being so petty.
Well, I'm not being petty. Besides, you're not even going to use the bag anyway.
That's not the point. Besides, you should be thankful that you can get to go out with a beautiful girl like me. So why don't you just shut up and do what I say?
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
I'm just telling you how it is. If you want to break up with me, go ahead.
Well, despite her selfish attitude, I loved Erica. She's a gold digger, sure, but she's fun to be around.
All right, then. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Ataru. Let me take your wallet.
Hey, Erica! When we first started dating, she wasn't like this. She gradually became entitled and selfish. She uses her good looks as an excuse and demands that I buy her expensive clothes and take her out to high-end restaurants every chance she gets. And one day, when I was going to watch a movie with Erica, it's almost 12, but it doesn't look like she's coming on time. Now that I think about it, she never shows up on time. Why the hell did I even fall in love with her in the first place? All of my friends are telling me that she's not worth it, but I just couldn't cut her out of my life. Wherever I went, people would come up to tell me how beautiful my girlfriend was, and it felt good. But that's got nothing to do with Erica as a person. What do I like about Erica besides her looks? An hour went by while I pondered this question. Erica didn't show up. She didn't even think to text me and tell me that she was going to be late. She's always late, but I've never had to wait this long before. What if she was in an accident? I should call her, just in case.
Hello?
Erica, where are you? It's been an hour since we were supposed to meet. I was scared you might have been in an accident or something.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. I just woke up.
Seriously? Wait, how long is it gonna...
Well, I'm gonna take a shower and then put on my makeup. So, 2 hours? Maybe more?
2 hours? But if you try, you could probably get here in like 30 minutes, right?
God, you don't understand.
Huh?
Girls need time to get ready. You want me to look cute on our date, right? When I take a bath in the morning, I massage myself and try to make my legs and face look thinner. I put in the effort, unlike you.
Ugh, fine, whatever. I'll just go to a cafe or something. Let me know when you figure out when you're gonna get here.
Wait, so I'm gonna have to make my way there?
Obviously! You know how long I've been waiting for you? Just hurry up and get here, alright?
But aren't you worried about COVID and stuff? You want your girlfriend to be cramped up on the train with people who might have the virus? You can just come pick me up in your car.
Just put on a mask and don't talk with anyone. Come on, just get ready.
Oh, come on, Ataru, please. Come pick me up.
No! I don't want to go all the way back to my place. Besides, it's your fault for not waking up on time.
Oh, screw off. You know I don't even have to show up to your stupid date if you don't come pick me up. Well, I guess we could have to break up with each other if that were to ever happen.
Erica's made up her mind, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have to be the bigger man. Fine. I'll come pick you up.
Yay! I love you so much, Ataru.
But you better be ready by the time I get there.
Okay, I can't make any promises, but I'll try my best.
Wait, you can't even promise me that?
Alright, thanks. Bye!
God, how long is this going to go on for? She only thinks of me as her own personal wallet, so maybe I should just break up with her. But she's the first girlfriend I ever got. If I broke up with her, maybe I'll never get a girlfriend again. I might be alone for the rest of my life. And that fear stopped me from doing what was best for me. So I went back to my place and went to the garage. But that's when I got a call from my mom. Huh? Who is it? Oh, it's Mom. I wonder what's up. Hello?
Ataru, where are you right now?
Now? I'm in Shibuya. Why?
Oh, something's terrible happened. Your dad, he fainted.
Huh? Dad? Why?
We don't know. just get here as soon as possible, since if, God forbid, the worst happens.
All right, I'm on my way. I completely forgot about Erica and rushed over to the hospital that my parents were at. Mom, is Dad okay?
Ataru, thanks for coming. Yeah, he's alright. It's nothing serious.
Phew, that's a relief. Ataru, thanks for coming. I'm sorry I made you worry. Oh, come on, Dad. Of course I was going to come and see you. I'm just happy it's nothing serious. Yeah, I'm alright. How's business, by the way? How's that new case panning out? Oh, it's going alright. But don't worry about that. Worry about your health. You worked too hard for too long. You need some rest. You're right. I'm glad I have you as my son. He seems to be fine, and I was relieved to see him like that. Just leave everything business related up to me. Your sole focus right now should be to get better, okay? You're right. I'm glad I have you as my son.
Yep, he's got it all under control. You're not young anymore, honey, so you need to take some more time to rest.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry for all of this, by the way.
Oh, this is nothing.
I'll go get something sweet. You need some sugar in your blood.
Thanks, Ataru.
And so, I made my way to the convenience store. On my way there, I checked my phone, but that's when I remembered that I was supposed to go on a date with Erica! Oh shoot! I completely forgot about her! Damn, she called me so many times. I wonder if she's mad at me. But she always does this to me, so if I explain everything to her, she'll understand. Hello, Erica? I'm so sorry.
Ataru, what the hell? Where are you?
I'm sorry!
I was looking forward to the movie, you know? We're not gonna make it anymore. What are you gonna do about this?
Erica, listen, there's a reason I couldn't make it.
Oh, so now you're gonna make excuses?
No, I'm not. It's just that when I was on my way to your place, I got a call from my mom telling me that my dad fainted.
Huh? Your dad?
Yeah, it's nothing serious, but he's gonna have to stay in the hospital and rest for a couple of days.
I see.
Yeah, sorry about all of this.
Huh? I guess it's gonna happen sooner than expected.
Huh? What are you talking about?
What? Obviously, I'm talking about your dad's inheritance. I heard your dad has a buttload of cash in his account, so...
Wait, you're not worried about my dad?
Of course I am, but I also want his money, you know? I'm sure that crossed your mind as well.
Erica? Are you being serious right now?
Sorry, I got off topic. But what I was gonna say was, you're gonna pay for ghosting me today.
Pay? Me? Why?
Well, I was looking forward to our date. Obviously, you're gonna have to pay for what you did. You stood me up last minute. That's not fair.
Huh?
I sent you a picture of a new bag that I want, so check it out.
A picture of a what?
I sent you a picture of the things I want, so buy them and bring them to my house. Maybe then I'll forgive you.
Huh? And why would I do that? Are you being serious right now?
You wasted my time, so it's only fair that you make up for it. If you don't do what I just said, you know what's gonna happen, right? Alright, I'll be looking forward to it. And tell your dad that I hope he feels better soon. Bye!
This is crossing the line. This is the last straw. I don't care what happens. I'm not gonna listen to her. So I ignored Erica's demands for a few days. But obviously, she wasn't going to go down without a fight.
Hello? Ataru, where are my bags? I'm tired of waiting, you know? If you see this message, call me ASAP. Ataru, I know you're ignoring me. You know what's gonna happen to you if you keep this up, right? You're gonna regret it if you let a beautiful girl like me leave you. Just give me a call, okay? Ataru, what are you doing? Are you mad? Why would you be so mad over something so small? Besides, it's your fault that you couldn't figure out that I was only dating you for your father's inheritance. Oh yeah, speaking of which, how rich is your dad? Tell me the next time you see each other. Just call me, alright?
She kept on leaving voicemails, but I ignored them all. I obviously loved Erica when we first started dating, but now I can only see her as a petty, entitled, and selfish gold digger. If I keep on dating her, she's gonna drive me crazy. If that's what it takes to date her, then I don't mind being alone for the rest of my life. A few days later, hey Dad, how are things? Do you feel better? Oh, Ataru, thanks for coming. I'm doing pretty good actually.
The doctor said he can go home next week.
That's great! Huh? You seem like you have something on your mind. Is something wrong? Oh yeah. Well, you know how I told you that I was dating someone right now? Oh, Erica, right? Yep. Well, I've been getting voicemails like this from her recently. What is this crap? It's horrible, isn't it? You know, I was really trying my best to make her happy, but... So she's been going out with you all this time only to get a share of my inheritance? I found that out the day you got carried into the hospital. I told her that you were sick, and she told me that she was going to get your inheritance sooner than she expected. I can't believe someone would say something like that. You're not thinking of getting married to her, are you? Of course not. I'm going to break up with her. I'm going to talk to her about it soon. Ataru, do you mind if I come with you? I want to have a word with her. Huh? Why? Well, I want to teach her a lesson or two. She treated you horribly for years, and I'm not just going to let that slide. I know how hard you've been trying to make your relationship work. Dad, thanks. Yeah, I can't forgive her either. I'm gonna have to unleash all of this built-up frustration onto her. And so, a few days later, my dad and I made our way to Erica's place.
Hello?
Long time no see, Erica.
Ataru, what the hell were you doing ignoring my calls?
I'm sorry. A lot of things happened.
Whatever, so where are the goodies?
Is that my cue?
Huh? Who the hell is this old dude?
Oh, where are my manners? I'm Ataru's father.
Ataru's dad? Why are you here?
She probably wasn't expecting my dad to show up. Well, Erica, I heard the voicemails you left to my son.
Huh? The voicemails? Are you serious? Why did you do something like that, Ataru?
So you were in it for my money, huh?
Well, no.
You thought I was gonna die soon because I retired, didn't you?
Well, that's...
Well, I'm all fine and healthy now. Sorry things didn't go as planned.
Damn it!
Erica held in her frustration and looked at me dead in the eye. Usually I would be on my knees apologizing to her at this point, but that wasn't gonna happen today. Erica, I've lost all trust in you. I can't believe you would put money over my family's well-being. I can't date someone like that anymore. We're over.
God, you pretentious pricks! Most women in this world are gold diggers, you know? It's your fault you couldn't tell that I was one.
What?
Besides, you thought I was actually in love with an ugly idiot like you. Have you ever seen yourself in the mirror? You should think more before you speak.
My dad and I were both appalled by Erica's excuses. She can't even admit her own faults. That's when all of the built-up frustration that I've been piling up inside me finally burst. I've had enough with you, you asshole! You're unbearable! Did you really think for a second that I, a CEO, would marry a gold-digging whore like you? If you did, then you're beyond saving!
What the hell? You've always been so loyal to me. You loved me, didn't you?
Yeah, of course I did. At the beginning, you're pretty, and just seeing your smile was enough to make me happy.
That's right. All you men care about is looks. So you should pay me for the privilege of dating someone as pretty as me.
Erica's so pretty that she's never had to work to get what she wants. It's kind of sad when you think about it. Erica has never dated anyone for longer than 3 months. That should have raised some red flags, but she never cared to change. But I'm not going to waste my time telling her that. She can regret her choices when she ages and loses her looks. Everyone ages in the end. I wasn't thinking straight. I only loved you for your looks, and I was wrong for that. I learned my lesson. I need to date someone that I truly love from the bottom of my heart, and not just because I like how they look. It was a good learning experience. Thanks, Erica.
You think an ugly guy like you can date anyone other than gold diggers like me? You're killing me!
That's fine. It'll still be better than going out with you. I'm gonna leave this as a parting gift.
Wait, are these the bags?
You really are an idiot, aren't you? This is the stuff you left at my place. I should have thrown it away, but I didn't want you making a fuss about it. So, well, this is it for us. Finally, I can breathe again.
Wait, you're actually breaking up with me? You're kidding me, right? You can't let go of someone as pretty as me.
Well, I'm done caring only about looks. I hope you find someone else that'll put up with your bullshit. Well, I doubt that'll ever happen. Bye! And that's how I freed myself from the shackles of my relationship with Erica. I can do whatever I want on the weekend, and I'm not wasting money on her anymore. I guess being with Erica really did stress me out. I'm so happy I was able to break up with her. And so, my new life without her began. One of our mutual friends later told me about what Erica had been up to after we broke up. Apparently, she's blaming me for everything.
That ugly asshole! His only redeeming quality is wealth, but he's so petty! You all better stay away from guys like him.
And so, she spread false rumors about me, but no one bought them.
God, if I got his dad's inheritance, I wouldn't have to do anything for the rest of my life.
That was the last straw for many of her friends, and they all ended up cutting ties with her. She has no one to turn to, and she's all lonely and sad now. But on her social media,
They're all idiots! Men provide and women just have to look good. You know how much time and effort it takes to stay pretty? All you even care about is looks, so stop pretending otherwise.
and her account got suspended. Now I can spend all of my time and energy into growing my company, and eventually, I hope to find someone that I can spend the rest of my life with, like my dad found my mom. Oh yeah, and by the way, I would never tell Erica this, but she's kind of right about me. I'm pretty ugly, and I'm not fashionable either. When I was dating Erica, she told me what I should wear, and when I did, my friends told me that I was becoming more fashionable. Looks aren't everything, but I guess I have to put more effort into it. So I'm gonna try my best to be more presentable in the future. Alright, my new life without Erica begins now. Here goes nothing!
My name is Hajime Shimamura. I'm currently 30 years old. Today, I would like to tell you guys a story about the incident that ended up with me getting a divorce. My ex-wife, Kanami, is 4 years younger than me, and we had a daughter together. I currently work at the well-known MoniRobo Incorporated. At the young age of 30, I'm already a chef with more promotions on the way. I even live in one of the most prestigious apartments around town. I lived an extremely happy life. But that didn't last long. Before delving further into the story, I want to tell a short story about how I met my wife. It all started at a company party. I met Kanami, who had just graduated college, and felt like I was struck with a bolt of lightning. It was love at first sight. But I couldn't approach her. She was the daughter of the CEO. I couldn't date someone that was way out of my league. I gave up before I could even try. Near the end of the party.
Would you like to talk?
What? Me?
Yes, you. I wanted to talk to you during the party, but I was too nervous.
She was the one who took the first step in this relationship. That's why I mustered up the courage to ask her on a date the day after. I even asked her out on our fourth date. I really like you. Would you go out with me?
I'm so happy. I hoped you would ask me that.
I felt like I was on cloud 9. I was able to date the prettiest girl in the world. The more time I spent with her, the more I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. One day, she invited me over to her house where the CEO of my company lives. I didn't want to keep things a secret, so I wanted to officially meet her parents. I was really nervous about the whole thing, but decided to find the courage and take the first step. I'm actually dating your daughter, and I wanted to tell you. Although it wasn't perfect, I could still get the message out. Unexpectedly, he smiled at me and said, "You don't have to be nervous. My daughter told me everything. And I heard you are quite the worker." Thankfully, the CEO already knew about me. Maybe he decided to look into my files after learning about the relationship. Thanks to my upbringing and achievements within the company, I looked like a great candidate for him. And the CEO didn't mind that I was raised in a relatively modest family. Looking at you, I can already tell your parents raised you well. It doesn't matter where or who raised you, but how they raised you. Thank you! I succeeded in befriending Kanami's father. We continued dating for half a year. During that time, I worked hard to purchase the wedding ring Kanami said she liked. I wanted to keep the proposal as cliché as possible, so I reserved a high-end restaurant and proposed to her that day. Please marry me!
Yes, of course.
Kanami started to cry out of joy. I knew the proposal was a hit! Even her father was happy to see her get married, and we had a wonderful ceremony. Now that I think about it, it was almost too perfect. My co-workers were jealous of the news, but I don't blame them. Konami was the only daughter of the CEO, so I was next in line to become the company's CEO. Of course, this wasn't the plan, but the stars aligned perfectly for me here. When I met my father-in-law after getting married, he officially told me I would be the company's next heir. As you know, Konami is my only daughter, so I would like you to take the responsibility of CEO after me. What? Me? You really are an honest man. You didn't even consider this a possibility when you married my daughter. To be honest, many guys go after Konami for my position. So I tested you this time to see if you were trying to be my yes man. Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't consider the possibility of me being the heir to the company. That's why I'm glad you married her. It shows that you really love Konami. I'm happy we met. Thank you so much! In the end, I decided to take Konami's family name to become the next heir to the company. This marked the first step in our family life. We had a baby, and my work life was fantastic. My life was nothing less than perfect. But, of course, things have to come to an end. Can I talk to you for a second? I just saw the receipt for my credit card company.
Okay, what about it?
You're using too much. How did you even use 10 million yen in a month? And this doesn't even include the cost of living?
Why do you care? You have the money for it. Stop being so sensitive.
This isn't about me. This is too much. You're spending more than I can earn. We even have to use the money your father gave me.
What's the problem with that?
Should we save this money for our daughter?
It's okay, we can ask for more. He won't say no after he sees his granddaughter.
4 years after the marriage, we constantly fought with each other. We didn't have time to spend with each other anymore. I'm trying to remember the last time we spoke to each other face to face. This was partly due to my promotion, but also due to Konami's actions. First of all, she doesn't do any of the chores around the house. She hired a maid to do all of her work. And what is she doing this whole time? Well, she's constantly partying with her friends. During this time, she would spend money like it was free. It has become to the point where I started to dread looking at the credit card receipt every month. Even though I'm a chief within my branch, I don't earn enough to supply her endless spending. On a lucky month, I'll earn about 400,000 yen. So why was I able to live in an expensive mansion? Well, the house was a present from her father. And the only reason Konami could spend so much was that her mother sent her a ton of money as a gift. With her reckless spending, the savings just go down and down. Even though the gift was for his granddaughter and not Konami. The worst part? She doesn't even look after our daughter. She just hired a babysitter to do all her work. And when I got home, I looked after our daughter while she went partying at a bar. It was even worse when our daughter was still a baby. When the baby cried at night, Konami would ignore her. So I had to look after the baby even though I had to go to work the next day. As her husband, I had to do something about her. I couldn't tell her father as it would put more stress on him. Even after 4 years, our daughter didn't get to spend time with her mother. Our daughter wasn't dumb. She knew her mother didn't think about her at all. They would rarely speak to each other at home. They didn't even seem like they were a family. I warned Konami about her attitude towards our daughter, but please tone down the spending a little. We'll lose all the money if you keep on spending it.
It's not your money. This money was given to me by my father.
Well, the money was given to both of us to support our daughter. And when we thought...
Konami told me everything. Stop being so pissy.
Mother, this is between Konami and me, please.
Do you think I want to talk to you about this? It's just that your way of thinking is that of the common folk.
The word you're looking for is common sense.
If we spend money, we help the economy move forward. We're actually doing this for everyone.
What about the money for your granddaughter?
This is why I hate talking to ordinary folk.
Sorry.
Well, I hope this is the last time we have to have this conversation. Let Konami do whatever she wants.
The person I was talking to is Konami's mother. She was actually the second wife of the CEO and was around 50 years old. She even buys expensive brands to make herself look younger. She's your textbook madam, the kind of person that uses money like there's no tomorrow. Konami is very close to her, making them look like siblings rather than a mother and daughter. They often meet together to buy even more stuff, even as far as to come to our house.
You're out of drinks already? Go buy them. And none of that cheap stuff. I only want expensive drinks.
As you can see, they treated me like I was their servant. With the two together, they were an unstoppable force of Karens. And the nail in the coffin is that my mother-in-law sees me as a common folk, which honestly makes no sense because she was also a common folk before marrying. I have many more incidents like these. I was almost at my wit's end with the two. So, one day... Please stop it! I'm not your servant!
Do you want to take that tone with me? The only reason you have money is because of my husband.
I wanted to say something, but it was the truth. This life was all thanks to my father-in-law.
And don't get too cocky. I'm always one call away from telling my husband.
She went as far as to threaten me. I didn't want to destroy my relationship with my father-in-law, so I just kept quiet. Whenever my father-in-law was around, my wife and her mother would always act nice. That's why I couldn't say anything. However, this would all change that one fateful night. That day, I returned home from a tiring workday. What is going on? Pick up the phone!
Uh-huh? What happened?
Why did you leave our daughter in the house by yourself? You told me you would look after her until I returned!
Oh, that? She was sleeping, so I thought it was fine.
Of course not! Do you know where she is right now? She's outside crying by herself!
She probably woke up early. It's not my fault our daughter is dumb. She should have just stayed inside.
She's 4 years old! Where's your common sense? Why would you ever leave a 4-year-old by herself?
Shut up!
I saw me daughter walking around the streets calling me name.
Daddy!
Rion! Are you okay? Where's Mom? Apparently, she woke up in the middle of the night, but her mother was nowhere to be seen. She became scared and ran out to look for me. It's okay. You're with Daddy now. I can't believe she had to experience something like this. This incident made me realize I have to do something about this. I put my daughter to sleep and waited for Konami to return.
We're back for more! Oh, hey, you're still awake.
The two were hammered beyond comprehension. Do you understand what you have done? This is child abandonment?
What do you care? Do you know who you're talking to?
They didn't flinch, but I was ready to bring down the hammer. I see. You don't feel bad at all, huh? Fine! I am leaving with me daughter! That day I packed up me stuff and left the house with me daughter. We decided to stay at a hotel for the night.
Daddy, are we going back home?
Sorry, Rion, we can't go back home anymore. But I'll be here for you. Is that fine?
Okay. Rion loves Daddy.
I love you too, honey. A few weeks later.
So what's your move now? Want to get a divorce? I bet you can't say yes. You don't have the guts to get a divorce.
No, let's get a divorce. I already have the papers signed. See?
Seriously?
Yup, you need to sign this, and it's official. We still have to talk about splitting the money, so I'll be heading there soon.
Whatever. There are a ton of guys that want to marry me already. If you're coming, then come during the weekends. My mom will be there too.
All right.
I don't care about the divorce, but you're not getting a single penny out of me. You can try suing us if you want. What an idiot. You were going to become the next CEO. Whatever, there's plenty of fish to go around.
They didn't feel a single bit remorseful. But this was actually good news for me. I see. It would have been better if you guys apologized. But I don't need to hold back if you're not apologizing. They had no idea what was coming. That was when my special guest arrived. Sorry to barge in. I want to talk too. It was a CEO who made the two shocked.
What are you doing here? What's going on?
The two were confused by the sudden revelation. I want to get a divorce too. A few days earlier, I told the CEO about my intention to get a divorce. I told him everything that happened without leaving out a single detail. Even about the abuse I took from my mother-in-law. I thought this would backfire if he truly loved his wife. But he smiled and said, I see. Well, to be honest, I wanted to get a divorce myself. Apparently, he was also getting fed up with his wife's actions. We were facing the same problem. That's why he was already in talks with a divorce lawyer a few months back to get things handled. That's why he decided to help me out. With your attitude and reckless spending, I'm at my wit's end. I am a terrible judge of character.
Wait, let's talk this through.
But the father just ignored his wife's wishes. Konami, I was wrong with you too. I doted over you too much just because you were my only daughter.
What are you saying?
That's why I'm getting a divorce. As for you, Konami, you're going to live by yourself and learn how to be a productive member of society. Now get out of my house! After hearing what he said, they started to beg for mercy.
Wait! Let's not make rash decisions. Yeah, we need to talk this out. If I get a divorce, what will happen with Hajime and Rion? You said you wanted him to become the next CEO.
That's why I decided to adopt Hajime to be my son. I guess you two will be siblings now. As for you, if you keep this up, I'm going to have to kick you out of the family as well. That will make Hajime my only child.
But please don't! I'm begging you! Don't do this! Please don't leave me! Please, I'll do anything!
That was when the CEO's assistant came in and escorted the two out the room. After the incident, a father gave them money and completely cut ties with them. I don't think they'll be able to survive in the real world like that. As for myself, I live in the mansion where I was once kicked with my daughter. The CEO is now more strict towards me to train me to become the proper heir to the company. I would like Rion to have a new mother figure. But I decided against it after I found out she's still traumatized by the events. My new father also allowed my mother to live with me to care for Rion while I work. My mother told me it was like a dream come true for her. As for myself, I found two homeless ladies boycotting outside. They looked nothing like they used to, but I knew precisely who they were. So I reported them to the police. I guess they couldn't adapt to their new life and became mentally unstable. At least they can eat adequately in jail.